This ride-hailing app has become a lifeline for Iranians who've lost their jobs. Arash Masumi is one of them. But a steep decline in the value of the national currency during the last 2 years has led to record high inflation. He had to close his shop in the mall in Tehran 4 months ago after the rent doubled and his sales dropped.
My main source of income now is from online taxi. My wife works too, but still we can't make ends meet. We used to live in good areas of Tehran, but with time we had to move to cheaper places. I had a good life before. I never looked at price tags, but today we think twice while buying cheap goods.
Arash says the mall used to be crowded and the shops employed more staff. He says he wants to move to Canada like many of his friends.
I'm not looking for luxury. I just want to live a normal life. If it's here are futile, we delisted or reduced numerous foods in our lives, such as dairy, certain fruits and meat. Eating outside is no longer an option these days.
After Iran's economy was damaged by the pandemic and sanctions caused by former President Donald Trump's withdrawing the US from the 2015 nuclear deal with Tehran and world powers, annual inflation reached about 50%. According to national statistics, the price of food has increased by 80% in a year, placing Iran among the first 5 countries with the highest food inflation rate in the world. Crippling US sanctions are seen as the major driver in this sharp rise. The national currency has lost 50% of its value since the government led by President Ebrahim Raisi took office in August 2021. Raisi says tackling inflation is a priority, but many accuse the government of downplaying economic realities. The rial has lost 29% of its value since nationwide protests following the death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini in police custody last September. Poor economic growth and rising unemployment have also led to social unrest.
You lost the scenario planning for your business, for your life. And I think this is the most important reason for immigration of Iranian right now.
Suffering from a loss of purchasing power, members of the middle-class class appear to be victims of inflation in Iran, and that could lead to some of them looking to leave the country and taking their capital with them. Sinem, Koseoglu, Jazeera, Tehran.